Hey, we're live.
You're no longer in the Bahamas.
I'm not in the Bahamas anymore. I mean,
no, he's out outside the train station. We can clearly see now.
It's the what's the what? God, what side is it? This thing.
One side of
train stuck on top of the
Oh, there's even a train passing, guys. There's even a train passing.
I tried to get a plane in there, but there's no planes going past.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Snowflake Show, Season 3, Episode 2. On just roughly on time. Looks like we've got no technical difficulties.
Don't jinx it straight away.
I'm your co-host Reganelite Lee, alongside.
Oh, me, Lee Corne, in sunny Stockport.
And over the next hour, guys, we're going to give you the latest news, views, and some funny and good news stories to share. Lee, how are you doing, my friend?
A bit better than last week, but still like stressful. My dad's still in hospital, but he's coming out soon, hopefully. So, yeah. About you?
I'm not too bad, mate. We wish your dad all the best. I'm sure everyone in the chat feels the same. But I'm doing well. Just want to say, I know, obviously, guys. Thank you. I know a lot of you guys. I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who I know everybody. A lot of people here have jumped over from my channel and vice versa. But you guys have really helped. My channel has staggeringly grown to an astonishing 130 subscribers. So if you're a subscriber there and you're not a subscriber here, please subscribe to the channel here, because I would not have had my channel here today if it was not for Lee Corne and the Snowflake Show. So any support, I'd rather you support here than my channel personally, guys. So it would be greatly appreciated. That is for sure. But who have we got in the chat today, Lee?
We have got somebody called Reganelite. I don't know who he is. Tom Nelson says.
Guy. Who gave him a spanner, by the way?
He is a spanner. One angry pagan is here. I keep seeing that more wars are coming. I keep seeing them dream. Okay, very interesting, very depressing. Cathal OG is here. Even though Chatty Rat's here. Hi, Chatty Rat. Number 3 is here. Hi, number 3. Casper Northerner. Scoop Num Rat Num Oozner. I just came to show my face. Okay.
Your face has been seen. You're exposed. You are now officially exposed.
VertiQ says, greetings and salutations, everyone. We bring ice cubes. That'll keep us nice and cool. Jenny Random History.
Thank you. I really need that.
Jenny Random History say, hi, Jenny. How are you doing?
Hi, Jenny. Good to see you.
Number 3, Daily Blase. Darren say, hi, Darren. Good evening, all. Hope all is well tonight. Yes, hope you're well. Hope your wife's well as well, Darren.
Yeah, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, Ginger Dross say, hi, Gingers. We need to sort out what you're doing when you come over, if you're going to be in the area. Doc Davis. Hi, Doc. That's a new name. I don't remember seeing Doc before. Maybe
Seen
last week.
Doc Davis. I think I've seen him a few times on my show. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well.
Welcome. Ben Shaw's here. Evening, everybody. All well. Hi, Ben. Yeah, I think we've covered everybody. I'm lost with all the names.
Yep. Ginger.
Everybody's saying hello to each other.
Verti, good to see you there, Verti. Number 3 as well. I'm lost with all the names. Yeah, I know. It's a lot of amazing people in the chat tonight. And we got quite a few people to not just talk about, but want to kind of take a little dig at them as well, don't we, Wally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, should we get into it then?
Yeah, let's go crack into it, guys.
All right. News.
Oh, that is not the first news.
Isn't it? Sorry. Oh, hang on. Wait.
Oh, no, we're not starting with good news yet, guys. I know you want the good news, but it's coming later, guys. Don't worry. The good news is coming later. Oh, I saw this story and I just laughed, guys. We got to laugh about this one. Oh, what on earth are the Conservatives thinking? So this is from the Daily Mirror, guys. The Tories select a Trump fan who celebrated disastrous Truss mini budget to run for London mayor.
Oh, that should be fun. I'm sure she'll do really well.
I'm sure she's going to do well. I'm sure she will get more. Will she? But the real question isn't whether she will win or not. The question is, can she get more votes than Count Binface, guys? That's the real question. That's the real question. London Assembly member Susan Hall has won the race to be the Tory mayoral candidate for 2024. Mrs. Hall received 57% of the votes from Tory members, defeating her rival Moss Hossan in the battle to take on Sadiq Khan to be London mayor. Speaking at the Battle of Britain bunker in Uxbridge, she ranted about her Labour rival, who claimed that he has made no significant achievements and has no interest in loving others. Okay.
Okay. All right. That's not
the former Hammer councillor has been outspoken of her praise for Donald Trump, Boris Johnson, and Liz Truss' disastrous mini budget.
The trifecta. What a trifecta that is. Donald Trump, Boris Johnson, and Liz Truss.
She tweeted, "Oh, deep joy, a proper Conservative government. Thank you, Kwasi Kwarteng. Thank you, Liz Truss. Hashtag mini budget."
Hashtag brilliant mini budget. Yeah.
Mrs. Trump previously urged Mr. Trump to win the US presidential elect, tweeting, "Come on, Donald Trump, make sure you win and wipe the smiles off this man's face," alongside a picture of her rival, Mr. Carr. God. Oh, dear. She's also slammed Black Lives Matter, backed the government's cool and decisive Rwanda policy, and supported Home Secretary Suella Braverman for controversially warning of an invasion of migrants by boats. I don't think we need to read more into this, lady.
No.
Oh, God.
Safer with Susan. What a slogan that one is. Brilliant. You come up with that one.
Oh,
should be crazier than Karen. Surely should be.
Oh, dear. But I just don't I'm just thinking to myself, why are they not picking obvious candidates? It just feels like it's a throwaway candidate.
Yeah.
People have said it enough times. I just don't see the logic behind this at all. I really don't.
I mean, it's London. The London Conservative Party have picked her. So, Jesus. Yeah, they're all lunatics, obviously. But I mean, London's an interesting one because obviously the inner city areas tend to be more Labour than when you get to the sort of wealthier suburbs. They're more conservative. I mean, Boris Johnson only really won it only became London mayor because he was Boris. That was all. I don't think in a million years normally London is normally a safe, a Greater London, I should say, is normally quite a safe Labour area. So I can't see she's got to have no chance in the election. But maybe they know that and they just want to maybe think having some outspoken wild candidate will work for them. I don't know.
Just said spokesperson for London Labour said the Conservative candidate for mayor is a hard right-wing politician who couldn't be more out of touch with our city and its values. She's an outspoken supporter of Trump, Boris Johnson, and a hard Brexit. She cheered Liz Truss mini budget and sent mortgages and rent soaring. She doesn't stand up for women, and she hates London diversity. Londoners deserve better than a candidate who represents the worst of the Tory failure and incompetence over the last 13 years. Ouch! What a statement was that. That's quite a statement, really.
Yeah, she's got no chance.
No.
Like say, Count Boomface might
Asked
get
if
more
she was a
seats.
liability, the press secretary says, no, she's shown great commitment to bettering London for the Conservatives.
For the Conservatives, yeah. Not for the people, but for the Conservatives, yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. Asked if she'd apologise for backing Liz Truss' Mickey budget, she said she will never apologise for being a low-tax Tory. She said, if you work hard, you should be able to spend as much money as you can. So I did agree with that. The implications of what she was going to do was not right, and I fully accept that.
Yeah.
So another candidate that doesn't have sorry in their vocabulary, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vincent Brennan says, well, number 3 says the party system encourages lunacy. Yeah. And Vincent Brennan says, where is the bye-bye election coverage? We're not actually covering the by-elections, are we? They're happening tomorrow. We haven't actually set those aside.
Tomorrow. I mean, I
hope Labour does. I hope the Tories lose all 3 seats. I'm not really. I think one of them is probably going to go. I might do a live stream on it. Maybe like an unexpected one. Maybe on Friday because I am off. Maybe. Don't push me, chat. I might do one. Interesting question from Scoopton. Where's the Patreon? The Patreon's on my channel if you really want to join a Patreon, but I don't need the money. I'd rather you be a Patreon member to all shorts or Daily Blase and support those guys. If I'm honest, mate. So if you want to support somebody financially, support those guys. In all seriousness. Roisin's here.
Hi, Roisin.
And Ben Shaw says it's Doris in disguise. Could be.
Number 3 says, "Are we delusional? Are we the delusional ones? Maybe.
I don't know. All right, so typical Tory, Simon says 55 says. Simon says, yeah, looks like nailed on. Tories will lose all 3, says Doc Davis. Yeah. Due Vengeance is here. How dare you wake me up from my nap after I slept too late for the start of the stream? Don't you know how tired I am? Guards, arrest them.
Arrest them.
Context is here as well. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. Good evening, Context.
Good evening, Context. That's another spanner in the works.
Another spanner in the works. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Shall we move on then?
Yeah. Let's move on to the second numpty
just
we have for you guys.
Just lunatics today.
We've got some numpties for you guys today. So
yeah.
And the second numpty. You guys know this guy. He's been in the news lately.
Yeah. Byline Times. Byline Times sort of broke this one, didn't they?
Yeah, there's nothing funny about the actual story, but
no.
It's a bit of a hypocrite, for this guy for like everyone else beating down on Hugh Edwards when he's just as he's much worse.
Yeah, I'll give my opinion on this after we've kind of gone through.
Yeah, let me read a bit of it, guys. So Dan Wootton reveals regrets and claims dark forces attacking GB News in response to Byline Times' 3-year investigation. The TV presenter did not address this newspaper's detailed allegations of him using a fake persona to target men online. The GB News star presenter Dan Wootton yesterday, not tonight, admitted live on air to regrets and errors of judgment in his past while failing to address the detailed allegations of Byline Times story about he used a fake online persona to trick and bribe scores of men into revealing compromising sexual material over at least a 10-year period. In a monologue to viewers at the top of the 9 o'clock show, Dan Wootton tonight, Wootton said, I, like all fallible human beings, made errors of judgment in the past. Hold on, let's stop right there.
Errors of judgment? What, catfishing?
I'm sorry. How dare you say errors of judgment for doing this for 10 damn years?
Yeah.
There is nothing. That is just outright just spitting in the face of the victims there.
Let's read on.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Without providing his audience any context to the nature of the errors, he added, who doesn't have regrets? Should I be cancelled for them years later, or do you accept that I have learned and changed? Over the past few years, I have grown professionally and personally, and I have found the meaning of true love.
Oh, good for him.
It came as it was announced that Byline Times' 3-year investigation into Wootton, a highly paid columnist for the Mail Online and former executive editor of The Sun, has provoked their publishers to address this newspaper revelations. In a report on ITV News at 10 on Tuesday evening, journalist Rebecca Barry said that both the Sun and the Mails have confirmed tonight they are investigating allegations against him. A representative for Dan Wootton on Monday declined to provide Byline Times with an on-the-record response. It is understood that he strongly denies all allegations of criminality. The representative did not clarify when asked whether Wootton also denies being Martin Branning?
Yeah, that's the pseudonym he used.
Oh yes, that was the alias. Yeah, the name he was using. Yeah. He started his show on Tuesday night with a tirade against the so-called cesspit of thousands of trolls on Twitter, intent on having him and GB News, the UK's fourth most viewed news channel, cancelled. Ignoring the substance. I'll just read this last little bit.
Yeah.
Ignoring the substance issues raised by the Byline Times story, a second instalment of which will be published on Wednesday. Wootton warned there are dark forces out to try and take this brilliant channel down because GB News is the biggest threat to the establishment in decades, and they will stop at nothing to destroy us.
Right. My take on this is where it differs massively from the Hugh Edwards thing. Hugh Edwards is that's a complicated case, and the issue with Hugh Edwards was obviously there was it was mainly a sexual thing by the sounds of it, and also he's obviously got some mental health issues. Dan Wootton was doing this. He was basically asking men, usually heterosexual and married men or straight men basically, to perform sex acts for money, and then with the intention of using it as blackmail. So basically catfishing. And also he did actually find some footage of somebody who worked in News International in the Sun, I think it was, having sexual activity with a colleague, a girlfriend, partner, in the thing, and he blackmailed them for £500, which is a small amount, but compared to the £30,000 he was offering to some of these other people. But it was about power. It wasn't. I don't think it was sexual. It was power. It was having that over them. These people, getting them to do this, and then holding that over them, as a power trip.
Does he say sorry in any of this?
I don't think so. I don't think. Well, he don't want to admit he's done it. I don't think.
So did he say regret in there as well? Did he say he regrets?
He said he made some errors of judgment, didn't he?
Errors of judgment.
Regrets, yeah.
So he says regrets, but he won't say sorry. They've not outright. We have to stress. We have to say allegations, because they hasn't been denied and it hasn't been confirmed either. So it's important. We need to stress that. Daily Blase just said the best tweet I saw last night on this was when somebody had a clip of Dan Wootton's Oscar-winning performance on GBB's To Simon Bates Our Tune. Absolutely hilarious.
Was that when he was? Was that what last night? He's thing was it?
I don't know. I'll have to check Daily Blase's Twitter and find out on that. If I'll have a look on his timeline later. If it's hilarious. GB News is such a threat, says hilarious. Yeah, I know. Right, here's my 2 cents on it. So obviously, like, here's the thing, right? The media are still not blowing this up. Like, the Guardian's reported it. I don't think, I could be wrong. I don't think have Sky and BBC covered this.
ITV have covered it.
Okay, ITV had, but have Sky and the BBC covered it at all? Because last I checked,
BBC, it was on BBC. It was on BBC. I saw it this morning.
Okay, so the mainstream are finally covering it at least. Yeah. In comparison to what happened to Hugh, like, this is just like, this is worse, and because of
way worse.
This is way worse because this, as you said, Lee, this is blackmail, and it's just. I mean, obviously he's not as big as a Hugh Edwards, but it's so hypocritical of the mainstream media to take so long to cover it. I thought they were very slow in talking about it when Byline reported it. I was like, what's taking them so long to talk about it? Like, this is a massive story. Like this, that's the thing that infuriates me, and also the victims in this. Like, I've not just from the article here, but I've read like what some of them have had forced to do and stuff, and it's just so degrading. I have nothing. Like we always talk about, like attacking the person, but my heart goes out to all the victims here, and he's trying to talk in this article like he's found true love that he regrets and he's deeply embarrassed and all that kind of stuff. Where is the sympathy at all for the victims in all of this? None. It's there's the people. It is from Sky News. Scoopton says it's on Sky News. Okay, that's good. Where is where are they in all this?
Well, I mean, the other Byline Times know who a lot of the victims are, alleged victims.
Yeah.
But
they're obviously not going to reveal the names. Obviously, they've handed all the information to the Metropolitan Police as well.
28-page dossier to Metropolitan Police. Yeah.
But I think if GB News has any morals, which I don't think they do, they should pull his show, because this is not good. This is not a good time to be hosted him on. I thought that was like. I think the only reason they did the show last night was just to get the numbers in, because they knew people would tune in to hear what we'd have to say on the matter.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of why they had him there, really.
Yeah. Anyway,
what are they saying in the chat, Lee?
It's from Sky News. That's pretty much it. Who is they? Once again, ask who is they? Gingers. I'm not sure you mean. You're talking about Dan Wootton or the victims. There tended to be people who you worked with at the Mirror, the Sun, Daily Mail, News UK, basically. So we'll see what happens with that one.
Every right-wing accusation is an admission, says the lefty voter. Do you see Marjorie Green Taylor ad for the Biden? I saw you post that on Discord. I haven't had a chance to look at it, Verti. I'll have a look at it later.
I haven't seen that. Is it funny?
I did. I haven't seen it, but I did see. I think he posted another funny clip of some silly truck driver doing something incredibly, a camper doing something incredibly stupid. Everyone's saying hello. Verti said phone fell asleep.
Doc Davies
cough,
says,
cough, allegedly, says Larry.
Doc Davies says, is it a news channel? GB News? No, I don't think it is classed as a news channel, isn't it? Is it? It's classed as an entertainment channel.
You heard off Gem when they were when they were being in the committee.
Yeah,
that was so infuriating listening to that, and they were just tiptoeing around the rules on it. And
they need to define it clearly what it is, and basically say GB News has to be, if it calls itself a news channel, then it has to be a news channel. It should
be written like in law, saying that you can't be a news. You have to be a news channel. If you want to be a news channel, and you've got if you got the word news in your channel, you have to be classed as a news channel.
In which case, you have to be impartial and all the rest of it.
Yeah, because it's misleading.
Talk TV is different because that was always launched as an entertainment channel, but it includes lots of political stuff on it. It's not like a rolling news channel. It's GB News is kind of sort of tries to make out it is, but it's nothing like it.
Met Police, yeah, I know. Speaking of the Met Police, I did tweet this. I'll post it. I'll post it later on the Discord. Just Stop Oil were doing a protest today, and in London. And I kid you not, there's actual footage of this. Guy gets out the car and decks one of the Just Stop Oil protesters. And
did the police do anything? Were the police
I don't know. But no, there's no police presence when they were doing this peaceful protest. They weren't harming anyone. The guy gets out, literally decks him on the floor, kicking him and everything. This is all on video footage. Everyone's tweeting at the Met Police. So I don't know if the Met Police are going to take action. But it's just like, are you guys going to do something about this? I understand the frustration of the protest for people who are fed up with the protests and all that kind of stuff, but that guy needs to be. Cheers, Daily Blase, I appreciate it. But it's just clear as day that a man has been assaulted, and someone even tweeted the number plate to Met Police as well. So because he got back in his car and drove away basically after assaulting them.
Shall we move
So
on?
yeah, Dan Wootton the twat. Let's
Yeah.
just call him that.
Good job. Good job. I put it on not suitable for kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
We had that discussion before.
No, it's suitable. Kids need to know about these people.
Anyway, right.
So we've gone from one crazy nutty woman trying to be London mayor to an idiot who has been taking advantage of others to a man who won't shut up about his bank stuff.
Oh yeah.
Can he not? This for me. This okay. I'm just going to read the headline before we read the article. I'm just going to read the headline, right? Sunak, Braverman and City regulator wade into the Farage banking row. Why are the city regulator getting involved in this? What are they doing? There is nothing for them to do here. There is no business whatsoever involving in any of this. I'm not even reading the article. I haven't even read the article, guys. There's nothing done wrong here. Yeah, and if you read up on it, and I remember watching Phil from a different bias, break it all down. It's easy as pie to all this. It's because he's not a millionaire. He didn't have £1 million in his account. That's why he lost his bank.
But hasn't it? It's blown up in the last day or so because he's released this dossier that he's 28-page dossier or something, or 24-page that shows that Coots had concerns about his political. Well, actually, it wasn't about his political views as such. It was more about links to Russia. And particularly with Ukraine, but he was making out that it was because of political views. Yeah, do you want to read it?
Yeah, all right. I'll just read I'll read a bit of it just for you guys' context. So, the city regulator has said it has contacted the owner of Coots Banks amid a growing row over its decision to close Nigel Farage's account. But told MPs that while lenders cannot discriminate against customers, it is ultimately up to the firms to decide who they do business with. It came as the Prime Minister, the Home Secretary and the City Minister weighed in the growing debate over the rights to lenders to shut or refuse accounts based on concerns over customers' political views. So obviously it's a priority for the Prime Minister, the Home Secretary to wade in on this matter, but not when it comes to starving children. Just wanted to put that out there. Coots, an exclusive private lender that caters for royals and the global super rich. So why has he got an account with them? He's not a royal or a super rich. That makes sense. Terminated its relationship with Farage earlier this year. On Tuesday, the Brexit campaigner and former UKIP Independent Party leader released internal documents obtained from the bank, which stated it was concerned about its exfoliated, chauvinistic and racist views and believed maintaining its accounts posed a risk to the bank's reputation.
Okay. It's true though. In any business, like Adidas or whatever, and somebody comes out with stuff like that, like they get dropped straight away, wouldn't they? Basically, like, no, we're not dealing with you anymore. It's simply, if you feel that he's gone too far, then yeah. But I think it was Russia thing was not in line with our views or our purpose. But I don't think that was that was discussion that they had internally about the issues relating to him. I was listening to somebody on the radio earlier, and they were saying that they worked in finance, and they said like basically you under more scrutiny if you want to open an account or at one of these banks, these private banks, because obviously they want to make sure that they're not gonna, there's risks around money laundering that they have to make sure that they have a duty under law to make sure that they aren't exposing the bank to money laundering. And when you got all the talk around Russia, and you've got one of his backers owns an emerald mine or something in South Africa, one that's closed, but is magically producing jewels. I'm not sure what the emerald. I'm sure it's emerald, but he's miraculously creating them from out of thin air. Then obviously it sounds like there's something dodgy going on there. So yeah. I don't know. I mean that allegedly, all that. Allegedly.
Don't worry, Jacob Rees-Mogg is to the rescue, guys. In a series of interventions, ministers and Conservative MPs piled on the controversy, with Jacob Rees-Mogg pressing Rishi Sunak to open a public inquiry during Prime Minister's questions today. Yeah, because we need a public inquiry into that, and not to what happened at COVID-19 or inquiry or the fact we got starving children or what Boris Johnson's WhatsApp. Has his passcode been found yet? Does anybody know if he's found his passcode yet? So
they did. Yeah, they did. They've got into
so Larry found it, did he? So Larry the cat found the passcode behind the sofa, as well as a 10-hour hope as well.
Yeah, they reckon they got into that a couple of days ago. So, let's see what's the chat saying on it, Lee. Some disapproving listener comments on PM Tonight about the coverage given to the Farage story. Says Vincent Brennan. Number 3 says Farage was offered a NatWest account, I believe. He was, yeah. He said he tried to open accounts at other banks and they got turned down at every one.
They told him, you don't have enough money, Mr. Farage. Please go somewhere else. Let's see, Nostally, good to see you, Nostally. I'm totally in agreement with him. It is not a banking round. WTF non-story. Exactly. It is a non-story.
Yeah. Allegedly. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, allegedly. Allegedly, I mean. He had an offer, that's the point. He turned down not good enough for this man of the people, says Sir Larry the Cat. That was about NatWest, yeah. He turned down the offer of a NatWest account. It's a publicity outrage, says number 3. Yeah, it is. It's all because they just the lefty voter says just a theory. Do you think he's trying to get the bank into a position where he can take action against them to get a fat payout? Maybe that. Like number 3 says, publicity. I mean, how much free publicity has he had in the last week? The last couple of weeks.
I think it's more publicity rather than trying to get a fat paycheck. It's to keep him in the headlines. I think it's what it is. I think he's just trying. I think it's just a case now. He's just trying to stay in the headlines rather than just keep talking about immigration.
So Larry the Cat says, Sir Bog, as in Sir Jacob Rees-Mogg, charges him bare-chested on his penny farthing. So Larry the Cat says, I sussed out the passcode. Well done, Sir Larry.
Oh, nice. Well done, Sir Larry. Chris Fisher, good to see you there. He says, BS, he can open a normal account like all of us. This idiot just expects his own admission to hold to account when he's not met the criteria for a decade. Yeah, rightfully so, Chris. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well.
Can't he get an account for job seekers and allowances?
I do not want my taxpayer money going into that man's pocket.
Well, he's working at GB News, isn't he? So he's got a job at the moment. So.
Oh yeah. So he'll have to quit that job. Yeah, he'll have to quit that in order to acquire job seeker allowance. So what was your last job? Yeah, I was at the Port of Dover with binoculars, just looking out for any immigrants coming or whatever, or that malarkey.
Yeah, I was a channel racist on GB News. Actually, quite a few of them on there. Allegedly.
Yeah, it is a non-story, guys, and I just hope like they're all just saying it's just a Farage will eventually just be forced to shut up on it because he doesn't really have anything to go with this story, guys. He really doesn't.
Yeah. Anyway, right. So.
Right, the Three Stooges are at the Ray.
Yeah.
So we've got a proper story here, haven't we? Well, not so much a story, but what's going on today, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you want to refresh it? Actually, just.
Was it not today?
I don't know if I'm assuming it refreshes itself, but oh yes, that's the latest. Just having a look. Yeah, so we just wanted to have a look at the latest that's been going on. Obviously, there's been a lot going on in Russia lately. I have covered a few snippet stories on my channel, but obviously the latest stuff I haven't really caught up on. There was the explosion at the Crimean Bridge. Was it earlier this week? Wasn't there?
Yeah, the Kerch Bridge, was it?
Yep, the Kerch Bridge. That's it. But it only it didn't hit the rail bridge, but it hit the road bridge.
Yeah, it took out like one half of the road bridge or one side of it, so it kind of separated.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's obviously going to take a while for them to get that back up. And then there was another explosion this morning, wasn't there? There was an explosion this morning in Crimea.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a fire or I don't know if that was caused by Ukraine. I've been at work, so I've not been able to see.
Evacuations as fire breaks out of a military base in Crimea. This is third night in a row. An incident has been reported in the occupied territory of Crimea. Fire broke out in the military training grounds in the Kirovska districts on the Crimean Peninsula, forcing the evacuation of more than 2,000 people, according to the Russian-backed governor of Crimea. The major road was also partially closed, and no reason was given for the closure. It's planned to temporarily evacuate residents of 4 settlements. This is more than 2,000 people. Yeah, the Kerch Bridge linking Crimea with Russia.
To identify the reports as well, so they can't confirm it.
Yeah.
But there was pictures of an explosion I've seen online, but I don't know if that. I'm assuming it was that, but
there was. Yeah, I was going to say there was talk before about there was an explosion. There was attacks on Crimean grain facilities on the Black Sea because the Russians are pulled out of the grain deal. It seems that they've decided to attack the Ukrainian.
So I'm just having a quick look at from the Kiev Post. So Russia deliberately targeting grain sites after deal exit. Russian terrorists deliberately targeted grain deal infrastructure, and every Russian missile is a blow not only to Ukraine but to everyone in the world who wants a normal life, Zelensky said. So I thought that in the end that Russia would just hash out a deal, because Turkey was playing in the middle of negotiating it. But it looks like Russia just doesn't care at this point.
Putin and Wagner boss meet for tea. So this was the.
That was in Belarus, was it?
I think. I mean, Putin actually said the other day that he had negotiations with Prigozhin and all his commanders about carrying on fighting, and there was discussions that was after the
sorry, that bit at the bottom there. The Wagner boss was a traitor at breakfast, pardoned by supper, and a few days later invited for tea, he said.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's MI6 boss Sir Richard Moore said, as far as we can tell, Prigozhin is floating around. Yeah, apparently allegedly he was in St. Petersburg, his hometown.
Apparently there's footage. There's footage of him in Belarus.
Yeah.
If you would like, just if you scroll down, there's footage. I don't know if there's probably turn this. I don't know if there's music or anything.
Belarus.
Can't see too much of it, can we there? But
no, it's not a very clear video anyway.
Рады вас всех приветствовать!
Can't really see much there, can we?
So we are happy to welcome you. Welcome to Belarus. You can't really see much.
Мы достойно воевали. Вы сделали для России очень много.
We've done a lot for Russia. What is currently happening at the front is a shame.
In which we do not need to
participate.
Yeah.
Sky News located the video to the Teal base in southern Belarus.
Yeah.
Building behind. Gone.
Well, the building behind Prigozhin. Sorry, he's. Sorry, I missed what you said then. This is filmed this week, but the exact date is unknown. Prigozhin's plane reportedly arrived in Belarus on Tuesday. Yeah, sorry, I missed that bit where you said. Yeah, so he's located the video to the cell base in southern Belarus. Building behind Prigozhin can be seen in satellite images taken earlier on Wednesday. So, yeah.
So just seeing if there's any other big stories just coming down. There's one Ukrainian traitor offered apartment by Russia, sentenced to 15 years in prison. A Ukrainian traitor who was offered an apartment in Crimea for spying on behalf of Russia has been sentenced to 15 years in prison, according to Kiev Security Service. the man who has not been named passed information about defensive forces in Oslo to Russian forces and leaked information about Ukraine's Navy training in the Black Sea, it said. There's that as well.
Yeah.
Russia officials proposed new bills which aim to repress domestic dissent, keep people quiet.
Yeah. Putin's skipping the summit, reinforcing pressure is an international pariah. I don't know what summit he's skipped. He would no longer be attending the BRICS summit in South Africa, thereby avoiding the risk of arrest on arrival. Yeah, because if he'd gone to South Africa, he would have been. There's a Interpol arrest warrant out for him, isn't there?
Yeah, I think I covered a short story on that as well. Reading that up, that I did.
Yeah.
On the South African president. Verti says, "Don't we have anything that could dismantle that bridge?" Well, I'm sure we do, but I'm pretty sure that Ukrainians would have to rely on drones to do it, because if they tried to go close with forces, they'd get shot, wouldn't they? So.
Yeah, it's very heavily fortified apparently. So
yeah, it's not. You know, I'm sure they're looking at all the options they possibly can to take that bridge down. But at the same time, they're not going to risk. They don't want to throw away drones needlessly either. They know how important that bridge and structure is. They know.
So Larry the Cat says, "I'd be very wary about having a cup of tea from Putin." Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Good point.
The Who Wants to Marry a Putin sitcom, says Zhao.
Good to see you, Zhao. I think Zhao. Trump has a thing for Putin. He would be a candidate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that was interesting. Yeah, because of that bridge, they're telling the Russian holidaymakers in Crimea to go back.
Holidaymakers.
Yeah, holidaymakers to go back to Russia.
Yeah. Apparently people are going for holidays in Crimea, Lee.
Yeah, from Russia, but they're going on the Kerch Bridge. But then because of the problems with the Kerch Bridge, they're being told to go back through the occupied zones, which is right near the front line of the war with Ukraine. So you're at risk. You can take your chances trying to get back through.
Camper van driving through. Like the occupied zone of Russia, and Russian forces stopping and saying, "What are you doing?" Well, we can't go through the bridge, and we were told to go through these.
It'd be like a scene from National Lampoon's European Vacation or something, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Can't we stay in Crimea longer? No, you have work tomorrow. You must get home.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a terrible one.
Yeah. So let's see.
What you guys say? Do you think that tomorrow's election result will have any effect on the general public voting intention in a general election? I personally don't think it will, Vincent. I don't think it will affect the polls, if I'm honest. The polls will, the voting. It's when the manifestos come out, when we start ramping up and when the date is announced and the parties start ramping up for it. That's when you're going to start seeing what people really think. What the policies are going to be, that kind of stuff. I think that'll be when that comes around. That's when people will start getting their heads around it. But one thing that won't go away is what happened in COVID with people losing their lives because of the failures of the government. People will not forget that, regardless of political views. People lost loved ones during that, and they won't forget Partygate. Don't care what political side you are. If you lost someone and you couldn't see someone and say goodbye to someone while they party, you're not going to let that go, regardless of political views, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Christmas dinner in Sudan, says Joe.
Yeah. So Larry the Cat says Russian holidaymakers going to Crimea, very nice. Yeah, they're probably making out in Russia that Crimea is lovely and safe, and miles, nowhere near any.
I'm sure if we look hard enough, we'll find a holiday video of a tour of Crimea if we look hard enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Ukrainians might make a monument for the shark that ate a Russian tourist off the coast of Egypt. Oh.
I haven't heard that story.
I haven't heard that story, but I still, anyone dying to a shark is terrible, even regardless of Russian or not.
Okay. Shall we? What do you want to do next? Do you want to go straight?
So we move away from politics, shall we?
Should we go to the good news story first?
Yeah, let's do with the good news. Yeah,
Good news, right?
And then we got plenty of funny stuff to share with you guys.
We've got
after.
a few different things tonight.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot. So, this is a nice little one. We'll see. Maybe one day I'll get this as well. Grandpa's small YouTube channel gains nearly 500,000 subscribers thanks to an Instagrammer's plea. So when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, plenty of people got creative to overcome the isolation that came with lockdown and quarantines. As most of the global population stayed at home, everyone moved their communications and interactions online. An elderly gentleman from Cleveland, Ohio, however, went a step further. He went on social media and this grandpa's YouTube channel showed him doing things he would normally be doing with his grandkids. Grandpa reads the comics. It's exactly what he is. Craig Hudson loves to read the comics to his children and grandchildren, but was prevented from doing so because of the pandemic. So in May 2020, he used social media to maintain connections with his family, as well as reach out to others who, at the time of extreme difficulty, needed a grandfather like him. The Kind Grandpa's YouTube channel describes the creator as someone who can play the banjo, ukulele, piano, and ping pong. Hudson said he's not very good at all of them, but his skills are certainly good enough for a grandpa. Grandpa reads the comics featuring Hassan doing ordinary things such as playing the piano, dancing, and making a smoothie, coupled with entertaining jokes, thoughtful advice, and heartfelt reflections on life. As thoughtful as loving as the Grandpa's YouTube channel can be, it was understandably overlooked in the veritable ocean of availability of social media channels that one can find on the internet. Uploading videos had few videos with only 200 subscribers. There had only been no new posts for over a year. All that changed, however, after a stranger saw the channel and, in an act of kindness, encouraged his own followers to check it out. On April the 18th, Carl Canito, an Instagrammer who goes by the name of Carvec TV, posted a video that features Grandpa's YouTube channel. He shared that he discovered that the videos all ended with a positive message for the audience. He then asked his 155,000 followers to continue to convince Grandpa to read the comics to return. An online response was simply phenomenal. Grandpa reads the comics gained over 180,000 subscribers in 2 days. 2 days, guys. Will that ever happen to me? Will that happen to the Snowflake show? Find out.
We just need to find somebody who'll give us recommend 180,000 subscribers to join.
We need to get Grandpa on here.
Yeah. And we just need a puppet like that. We just need one of them puppets like that.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we need, guys. So we'll get all the numbers we need. New subscribers immediately rushed to the channel's most recent video, which was published in September 2021. It showed Hassan sharing a Dennis the Menace comic book as well as positive affirmations and advice for his followers. Thousands of people left comments beneath the upload, praising the elderly gentleman for his words of wisdom and imploring him to resume his videos. Just a day after the elderly YouTuber returned to the channel in a YouTube short, which was originally filmed for his TikTok account, where he now has 78,800 followers. He's got a TikTok account as well, guys. That's awesome. He's got a TikTok account as well. In the video, he thanked all his new fans and all the new friends we have and promised to make a new video every day in the follow-up. In a follow-up video he posted to TikTok, he directly responded to the growth of his channel and expressed his appreciation to his new followers. He says, breathe life into this old man. Casino's Instagram post has since generated over 2 million likes and around 7,000 comments, many stating that they had subscribed to Grandpa's YouTube channel. After this unexpected shout-out, Grandpa Read the Comics now boasts over 490,000 subscribers, featuring 545 videos. And Cassadra's post may be a bit random, but this isn't the first time he has helped shine a spotlight on little-known content creators. Carvec TV has posted multiple videos asking his followers to watch and support Twitch streamers with little to no viewers.
There we go. That's what we need to do. Carv TV. Bombard him.
Yeah, that's it, guys. Tweet at him and say, Snowflake Show.
Well, Marcus is here. There you go.
Yeah,
that's what you need
there
to
we
do.
go. Yeah. Plug Marcus on there as well.
And
make sure you plug Marcus on there so
Daily
Marcus can get 500,000 viewers as well. Yeah, let's do
Number
that.
three.
Guys, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, and Daily Blase. Yeah, Daily Blase.
Darren, yeah.
And Pagan as well,
yeah.
Of course. And Hugh, if he's there as well, because he has his channel as well. Plugging all the small YouTubers and big YouTubers. Yeah, let's do that. Asked why he helps unknown content creators, he says, I truly get the joy from what I do. There's honestly no better feeling than helping someone out. After the Grandpa's YouTube channel skyrocketed to fame, Hassan appeared in an Instagram video with Carvec TV where he showed appreciation for the Instagrammer and the attention he brought to the channel. I love that. I love that they got together and did a video together talking about it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
He said, if there was a Mount Rushmore people that helped my life, you'd be on my Mount Rushmore, buddy. Oh, that's awesome. And if you scroll further down, guys, he's got a nice thank you message there. So let's see. Yeah, and there's a bit there, obviously. But yeah, I will post that in the good news for you guys. And if I will after the show, I'll try and get the YouTube channel up as well. Find the YouTube channel, and maybe I'll plug that on the Discord.
Yeah, we can't
plug his videos on Discord for you as well. Why not?
Yeah, we can't show that because it's Good Morning America. I'll probably get a copyright strike on it, so we won't do that.
But I'll put. But yeah,
There's
I'll
a lovely
put that
story
on Discord for you guys. Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Grandpa Snowflake, you made the ice giant, says Joe.
I love this. Nice news in Valdez, says One Angry Pagan. Yeah, I'm Marcus. And number 3 as well. Feed the Wally, Marcus. The orb commands you, says Zhao. Where's the orb? I can't see the orb. It's gone. What's going on?
Oh, you mean this orb?
Oh, that one there. That's there. It commands you. Wally wants a treat, says All Shorts.
Yeah, you gotta treat the dog. Always treat the dog.
Wally always wants a treat, says Gingers. Number 3 says, All Shots, tell the missus to stop shouting at you. Dr. says, give Wally a kipper. Oldorf and Statler, yes, that was kind of like what it looks like, says No Disalsi. Lefty Boat says, All Shots have missed a trick with this one. Yeah, I think definitely. You need to do Wally Vision, Marcus. That'd definitely be a crowd pleaser, that one. Yeah. We're going to put a link on. Number 3's asking for a link. We'll definitely put a link up on that one. We don't want you to leave us at this moment in time. So we'll put it after the show.
No. We've got plenty of funny videos coming, guys. We've got lots of funny videos and funny videos and bits to share with you guys anyway. So
yeah. Did you want to do a funny video first?
He says all shorts. Yes, he is staring at you. He's
staring.
You better treat him. So.
Do you want to do a funny video, or do you want to go into the next one?
Yeah, let's do a funny video, and then we'll show some of the other bits you've got.
Yeah, we're doing something a little bit different tonight, but yeah.
Let's have a bit of fun, guys. Yeah.
I'm afraid we've no room under that name.
I mean, I booked this months ago.
I'm sorry.
Would you have anything available now?
Yes, we have a 2-bed available for only €600.
600?
Taylor Swift is playing tonight.
Is she playing in the hotel?
Taylor Swift.
So I don't have a choice, do I? We'll take it.
Okay, will I book you in for breakfast?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll add that to your bill.
It's not included. For €600.
Taylor Swift is playing tonight.
What's that noise?
Yes, please excuse our appearance at the moment. We're going through some necessary renovation works.
Well, when is it finishing up?
Oh, spring.
Spring? You didn't mention that on the website.
No, we felt if we put it on the website that less people would book.
Yeah.
Hello again.
There's only 1 bed in that room.
Yes.
But we paid for a 2-bed.
Yes.
So why is there only 1 bed?
It's a double bed.
But it's just 1 bed.
It's a 2-bedroom.
But it isn't 2 beds.
It sleeps 2.
In the same bed?
Yes.
So it's a 1-bedroom?
It's a 2-bedroom. Is there anything else I can help you with, sir? Oh, just so you're aware, we will be testing our fire alarm at 7,
right.
10, 11, and 2:30. Hello again, sir.
The shower.
Yes.
It's either boiling or it's freezing.
Sorry, sir.
I'm just hoping that there's maybe an in-between temperature, that I won't suffer thermal shock with. For €600. Sorry, where's the pool?
Oh, I think the pool is closed at the moment.
Oh, okay. When's it going to reopen?
Oh, it should be fully operational spring.
Didn't mention that on the website.
No, we felt if we mention it in the website, that less people would.
I can't get on the internet.
Oh, the password is your name and your room number.
I've tried that. Look, I have a conference call in 20 minutes.
Well, if you're having problems with the Wi-Fi, you can use our business centre.
Okay, where's that?
Right here.
€600.
Yeah.
Taylor
Swift. Everything okay, sir?
The air conditioner.
Yes, sir.
It's incredibly noisy. Then it's quiet. Then it's noisy. Then it's quiet again. It's impossible to sleep. All noisy, fine. All quiet, Fine.
There's a switch
I
by
can't
the
turn
wall.
it off. The room is an oven. If I turn it off, it's too hot to sleep.
You could open a window.
I tried. They only open this much.
And that's for your safety, sir.
I'm beginning to see why. What is that noise?
Ah, yes. The hotel bar becomes a nightclub after 12 o'clock.
Does it?
Yes.
I have a meeting very early in the morning.
Would you like me to set you a wake-up call?
No, that won't be necessary. I won't be sleeping.
Oh, hello, sir.
The ice machine outside my door.
Yes, sir.
Turn it off!
Good morning, sir.
Sorry, where's the breakfast?
It's just through these doors and into the dining room.
Is it? Because I was just in there and there's nothing left. You said breakfast finished at 10.
Yes, it does.
If there's no food left at 9:30, then breakfast finishes before 9:30.
Would you like to make a complaint?
Yes, I certainly would like to make a complaint. This has been the most... And I've got a blank space and I will write your name.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Welcome to Hotel Britannia.
Yeah. I once stayed in a hotel in where was it in St. Ives? It's down in Cornwall, and the room they gave me was like at the end of a corridor, but the other end of the corridor was the bar. So that was all I could hear was the bar. It was only like a short like hallway sort of thing. All I could hear was people just like drinking, getting drunk, and shouting at each other and all the rest, and laughing while I was trying to sleep. I'd work the next day as well. It was great. Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff.
Oh dear.
Windows is not very popular in Russia, according to Jow. Are they not? I wonder
What
why.
windows are what? As in like falling out of them? A lot of people do fall out of them. I found.
Bertie says with Windows 95. God's I am acid today, says Jow.
Imagine
almost like 40 Towers, says Tom.
Yeah, Slider Cat says only for skydiving lessons without a parachute. That's Windows, I think. Well, a blank space so you can write your name. I'll remember that. That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you do remember that. You remember that.
Yeah. Hail the Orb says One Angry Pagan. So Larry the Cat says the world is eternally grateful that Frogface can't do a deposit in a sperm bank. Yes.
Too much information. Let's move on.
Hotel Englandia. Yeah. Right. So I don't know if anybody's seen this, but there's a guy. You ever heard of Adrian Childs? He does his.
I have heard the name.
He does. He used to be a presenter on the One Show, and he's so enigmatic and charismatic as well. And he does these brilliant articles for the Guardian. So I thought I'd just share with you this week's and just read a little bit from this week's article. Interesting article. We're going to make a feature of this, I think, with a little theme and everything, but we haven't had time to do it. So we'll just pretend there is a theme. Adrian Charles, interesting article of the week.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here we go. Picnic season is here, and I hate it. Do I want to have lunch with all the ants, flies, wasps, dogs, and rodents that will inevitably turn up? No. And then there is the hell of sitting down. Picnics. I hate picnics. There you go. That's Adrian Charles' interesting article of the week. Hope you enjoyed it. Read by himself as well, that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is 30 seconds to a minute of your life that you will never get back.
Right, should we move on then? Do you know?
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, howdy, Pumps. Good to see you. I hope you're well.
Hi, Pumps. Yeah. Duke Vendor, say hello to Squire for me. Uncharismatic, chaotic Tories. Yeah. Right, here we go. Right, this one is a story that I noticed. He's been in the national press as well, but it was he's literally down the road from me, and I thought it was hilarious.
So well, you cover it then.
Yeah, hilarious. This is from Manchester Evening News. Hilarious moment. Pub landlord's pet dog stands up and uses urinal in men's bathroom. So Daniel,
what? This is outrageous. How could they be using that? That is for human beings. Yeah, a dog is supposed to use a tree or a bit of wood or a bin.
Yeah,
or
anything.
Or even a human leg, but not a urinal.
Hilarious moment. So Danielle Juice, who runs a plough in Stockport, says she has no idea how a rescue pup Dax has picked up the habit. And this is the brilliant picture. I've seen this so many times, it still makes me laugh. So it clings onto the pipe. Just Danielle Jewson runs a ploughing and says he had no idea rescue pup Dax has picked up the habit. The earliest moment a landlord's dog stood up and used urinal in men's bathroom was caught on camera. 5-year-old rescue Dax, a Mastiff crossbreed, lives in Shaw Heath with his owner Daniel Juice and her family at the plough when he was caught standing up on his back legs and urinating in the men's toilets. Apparently,
you have a new trick you need to teach Wally.
Apparently, it's not the first time he's shown customers how to use urinal, but it was the first time he was caught on camera by a very surprised punter. She said, has insisted that he's never trained Dax to use the urinals and that her other pooch, let me get rid of that, her other pooch, Izzy, wheezes down drains and grids. Nice. She said, I've been told by customers of the plough that he's done this before, but normally cocks his leg at the trough. Luckily this time, the customer thought to photograph him. His reaction and that of the whole pub was complete amazement and hilarity. Yeah. I like my right. I'm going to come back to that in a second. And aside from using a rhino like a human dog, Danielle said that pup Dax is such a character and it needs to be at least 6 feet. Food needs to be at least 6 feet off the floor to stop him nabbing it from customers. Honestly, he's such a character. There's so many stories about him in the pub. People will be talking about him for years after you leave. He steals everyone's food in here so sneakily it's untrue. The regulars know how now that food needs to be at least 6 foot off the floor if you don't want to lose it. He's even opened zipped up handbags to steal cheeseburgers. Have you ever hidden a handbag?
Why would you have a cheeseburger in your handbag? That's the first thing I would say on that one.
Stop the dog getting it. She's sharing the hilarious.
What's your cheeseburger doing in the handbag in the goddamn first place? Why is it not in your stomach?
Sharing hilarious debacle on Facebook, on the pub's Facebook page. She wrote, for any of our gentlemen punters that struggle with the basics of toilet training, here's a quick demonstration for our own Dax. Needless to say, the punter who took the photo was a little surprised when the dog took a leak next to him, but after 2 years in his pub, nothing surprises me anymore. So let me go back to this picture, because I think the dog is not just as it learnt how to use a urinal, like standing up, it has also learnt the rules of urinals. And ladies, if you're watching this, you might not know the rules of men's urinals, public toilets, but they are that you always have to stand at least far away from anybody else in the urinal. Like, don't come and stand next to them. That's one thing. And the other thing is never engage in eye contact with anybody else at the urinal when you're using it. And if you look, he's like one away there, big gap between. And yeah, definitely not making eye contact with the person taking the photograph.
Yeah, so don't look up at people when you do it. That's rude.
Yeah, that's just wrong. So there you go. So he not only has learned how to use urinal, he's learned the rules of using a urinal as well. So there you go. Brilliant.
Right, let's see what the chat's got to say. Oh, good God, I can't wait for this.
Zhao says some people need lessons from that dog.
Rewind it 2 minutes, says Lefty Boater. Wasn't Wally on holiday? Poor carpet. Evening.
He's more decent in English on holiday abroad.
Wally sticks poos on trees, says All Shorts.
Sticks poo on trees, nice.
There's a cat that pees in the loo, says number 3. He's more decent than in the English on holidays abroad, says Chris Fisher. Right on, totally agree with that comment. All Shorts, did you like thumbs up on all of your 6 accounts here, says Simon, says 55. Yeah, did you click the like button on all 6 of your accounts before coming on here?
Because somebody subscribed like on 6 accounts, and then 5 of them disappeared. 5 of them unsubscribed.
Some people need lessons from that dog, says Jow. Yep, they do.
Yeah. Ginger's has to go. She's got an appointment in 2 hours, so okay, we'll catch up with you on Discord maybe later, Ginger's.
Yeah, we'll be on the Discord later.
Yeah.
Should get him on Blue Peter.
And look at this dog. He knows how to use a urinal. On the lash, says Sir Larry the cat. That's the winner. That's the winning comment. There you go. You win the gold star today.
That dog was a stoner and another life. That is a reincarnated and thinks it's still flying, says Jow. Trippy Scooby, yes.
He does has got a bit of a Scooby vibe to it, hasn't it?
Tom's brilliant. I love Tom's comment here. Clients are reminded to keep their handbags in the overhead lockers.
He's reading the dirty poems on the wall, says Sir Larry the cat.
Yeah, I know. Rude. Chris Fisher says the dog showing the human junks how to use the urinal. Yep.
Ben Shaw says, I always do the opposite, love the awkwardness. I'm not really sure what that is.
I don't know
What, you look
opposite
people in the
you're
eye,
doing, but
or you
I'm
stand
not gonna
right
read
next to
into
them?
that too much. Yeah.
Can a dog read graffiti? This dog can use you right, or it can read graffiti.
Wheat Scott's dog, good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Doug.
Doug, we need you to do a poem on this story, yeah? All right, so you make sure you need to go back and read this story, and then you need to do a poem, because we all want to hear your poem about the dog that knows how to go a wee in the urinal,
In
yeah?
the urinal,
You need
yeah.
to come up with a really good long poem.
So Larry the Cat, he wrote the dirty poem. Oh, sorry, Doug says he wrote the dirty poems on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we need you to do us one.
Yeah. Also says you
once met buddy guy in the toilet at Glasgow Royal Court. Hall said hello, didn't shake hands though, says Vincent. Very good.
Nothing funnier than going to stand next to someone. That is broken so many rules. That's so wrong, Ben. That is so wrong. Oh man, that breaks so many rules of etiquette.
Rover was here, says number
Urinal
3.
etiquette. Rover was here. Hola, yes, there was. He was doing a wee. There you go.
Right, we're gonna have to make Satan plus after all this now.
Right.
Have we got any more? Is that it?
No, we've got some tweets that I've been looking at. I've been sort of going through some different things that were spotted during the week. So this one's from Darren Walsh Puns. You know the Twitter limit, 600 posts. Says if you're looking at this, you just hit your 600 post limit. Sorry. And then some from football, from non-league football, are brilliant. Some of these comments from
That's a good one.
Kingsling Town. Some guy has just burped for a solid 10 seconds, and the sound radiated around the stadium. Grim.
Talk about burp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ebbsfleet United, 73 minutes, ball goes out of play and makes its way into a tree, then falls onto the linesman head. Yeah, this is non-league football at its finest, this, yeah. Pre-season non-league football.
The next one's my favourite, though.
Is it? Rochdale FC, 47 minutes. Dale win the ball high up the pitch, and Hendo finds ball, who lays it off to Sinclair. He fires over first time, and the ball ricochets off the back of the stand and knocks a bloke's pint over. He's fuming. I bet he would be.
Absolutely. That's a disgrace. Forget that football. He just knocked my goddamn pint over.
Oh, brilliant. And then this one isn't is Formula One, but I thought it was funny. Ryanair says only front row Perez is guaranteed. Which is, if you follow Formula One, you understand that one. It's perennial.
Very nice.
Non-front.
I like that it's Ryanair that posted it as well.
Yeah.
I like that. That's really good.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice that that like official companies like that could take
the social media teams. Yeah, they get involved.
I love that. You know, just have a bit of banter and all that kind of stuff, because I've seen it with Pepsi and Coke, and with McDonald's and Burger King and all that kind of stuff. We love to see stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
I like it when you have a bit of banter between like rival brands as well. And just kind of like taking the mick out of each other, but they have a laugh with it.
Good. It's all good fun. Yeah, definitely.
We've got Doug says, "Hi, folks, just brief stop by. Oh, you must come again, Doug, because I haven't seen you for a while. It's always good to have you around."
Oh, yeah, you always don't forget, mate. You're always welcome on the chat, on the voice chat, man.
Yeah,
we do miss chatting to you, bud. So if you want to come and chat with us after the show, you're more than welcome, my friend.
Yeah. Nobody's else. He says, "I used to write football reports. This is busman's holiday for me. Glasgow Universal." Yeah. She also says, "A week's got to welcome yet." Hugh says, "Tories are going down tomorrow more than Leeds United and Tories combined."
I've got to say this comment. Daily Blase. The funny thing I saw in a club toilet was when me and my brother was having a slash. Then my brother looked up and was blinded by the auto-spraying air freshener in the wall in front of him.
They always put them at such a especially you got like these low toilets like on an extension of the pub or something.
I'm going to see it now. He's just going to lick. He's like,
I'm blind. Just like, what's that?
I've been sprayed with perfume.
Potpourri.
Oh dear God.
Lefty Motor says Aldi's Twitter is funny. Yeah, probably. I don't really. I should follow these brands because they're usually pretty good.
Aldi's Twitter is funny. I'll definitely do that.
Need to look at that. Yeah. Go vote. Get people to vote. Vote the Tories out. Yeah. If you're in a by-election area, then please do vote. anti-Tory vote tactically as you
As
have
I said,
to.
I might
But
do a cheeky live stream on Friday, maybe.
yeah,
unannounced sort of thing. I do an all shorts where I say I'm live streaming for an hour, and then 4 hours later I'm still there.
Zhao, I don't know whether to read this one. Zhao says Nadine Dorries going down can make a gay man out of you. Okay.
Where you're going with that, and I'm just not going.
I don't understand what you mean there, Zhao. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah,
I hate perfume.
Dog's read on the wall that says £1 if you can be above this line, then you should be in the fire brigade. Says Larry Dick. Oh dear. Right, and on that dog and bone bombshell, guys, we are going to say we have one more video for you guys from our friend from Portsmouth. But before we go see our friend from Portsmouth, we just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has come along to the show, whether you've liked, shared, subscribed, or just commented in the chat. We really appreciate all the support. But if you haven't already, hit the like button, guys. It does help the channel.
Yeah.
And if you can share it across social media, it really does help get our YouTube algorithm out there. And if you haven't already, click the bell notification icon of when you go live. Oh yeah, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, do so already, guys. It really does help the channel. We really appreciate it. So, and also, if you haven't already, we have a Discord community, a free Discord community, which you can join. And I'm going to put the link in the description right now just for you guys. Boop, boop. Yep, and if you click that link, you can join us on the Snowflake server, and we'll be in the voice chat after, so you can come and hang out with us and talk about anything. You can talk about dogs peeing, you can talk about football, or you can talk about wrestling, which I love talking about all the time, and drives people away from the voice chat. So whatever floats your boat, guys. But also on the Discord server, we also do games nights as well, which is good. We do music nights once a month, and this Saturday we're going to be doing something very different. We're going to be doing our first comedy night, so we'll be hopefully to get a few banters and laughs from that is for sure. So we're looking forward to that this Saturday as well.
There's some great comments in the chat. Marcus says it's a Marcus hour, says all shots. Shao says it's completely innocent comment. Tom Nelson says space and time are relative in the Limousin, which is where Marcus lives. Marcus hour. Oh, Pumps is the Pumps. And then Verticus says, Are you practicing homosexuality? No, I'm quite good at it. Ask my better half.
Can we knight the dog? Yes, sir. Yes, Chris Fisher. We will knight the dog. Yes, we'll knight the dog after the show. We'll do that on the live. We'll do that in the voice chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for everybody who's commented in the chat, and if you find any funny videos or anything like that, always share them with us. We love to.
Post them on the Discord, for us guys, because we always want to see them. Yeah, so if you guys see any good stuff, post them on the Discord for us guys. We really appreciate it.
And the chat's gone right downhill in terms of the level has dropped very, very distinctly. Talking about toothpicks and different things. So on that note, I think it's time we go and visit Colin from Portsmouth.
Yes, he will save the day, guys. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care as always.
If we don't see you,
if we don't see you on the voice chat, we'll see you maybe in Max's live stream, or even Phil's on Saturday, or on Games Night on the weekend, or back on Monday night where I'm doing another live stream of the Snowflake Viewpoint. But until then, whatever you guys are doing, take care, look after yourselves, and have a great week.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Colin is in Portsmouth. Hello, Colin.
Here's a countdown conundrum for you,
Oh, right,
Carol
okay.
Alderman.
Yep.
O-K-E-W-R-I-A-O-T. Another T. R.
Give me a sec there, Colin. Just
Woke traitor.
I've got ratio Ewok.
Carol Alderman's not an Ewok. Ewoks are kind. Ewoks are trustworthy. Ewoks are on the right side of history.
This is because Carol Vorderman has begun lifting the lid on the shady dealings in the Conservative Party, isn't it, Colin?
Clever women from Countdown have been radicalised.
Right.
If it's not Carol Romaniac Vorderman, it's Susie Bloody Dent with her meanings of obscure words that just so happen to criticise Boris. We know what you're up to, Susie, and it's disgusting.
Are you calling Countdown a daytime TV sleeper cell, Colin?
I'm not being funny, mate, but I wouldn't be surprised if they find bomb-making material during the numbers round.
Right.
The actually don't have a clue what they're watching.
Well, no wonder Nadine Dorries wanted Channel 4 privatised.
It's a pandemic, Anthony. I'm telling you, Rishi Sunak, any woman who's good at anagrams, get their phone tapped. Richard Whiteley did not die in vain for this. Anyway, mate, thanks for having me on. Love to the family.
Love to the family, Colin. Love to the family.
I haven't got a hard on.
Right.